Hello. Hey, yeah, I'm up on top of this roof up here in Jacksonville, Phillips Highway, doing a kind of a look over for Carrie, and you know, the roof actually in pretty good shape. You know, these are pretty, you know, they're quality panels. You know, the only place you normally have problems is at the you know, obviously at the connections where the two panels go together. And you know, what happens is a lot of times the screws, because that's really the only exposed fasteners you have in the whole thing, and the sealant that's underneath. Let me turn around here so you can kind of, what you have is, you know, you got the underneath that, it's just a sealant underneath there, and then you got these Zac screws, the metal Zac with neoprenes on them, and the neoprenes go bad. You know, the flashings on the wall, you know, there's places where it needs to be recocked. You know, it's got a good caulking on there. It's good in places. In other places, it just you need to clean it up and put it. You know, get a little bit of a gap. Get a little bit of a gap right in here, and it's just, you know, that's just routine maintenance. The fasteners here. You know, I don't know the whole situation, if you're buying the building, selling the building, or what the case may be, but the roof in general is actually in pretty good shape. Just like I say, just a basic maintenance, recaulk all the way around the perimeter. You know, worst case scenario, change out these screws, and what you do is you upsize on the screw with the new. They have the new neoprene gaskets on them. And you know, it's all the way around. You replace these guys down here too. There's you know, there's quite a few of them. But if you don't have any leaks, you know, I probably wouldn't do anything with it right now other than maybe take care of the walls. There's some places on the walls where the expansion joints between the you know, these are precast, they're tilt-up walls, and you know, they tilt these walls up in one piece. And at the connection of it, they have basically, it's a they put a foam backer rod in there, and then like a good urethane caulking or something to that effect for the expansion joints. I'm kind of going to lean over the edge here. You'll be able to get a better idea of what I'm saying. All the way down that, there's actually it's like caulking in between here, all the way in this. And on the back side, they've put some kind of single ply system. They put some kind of single ply over it and caulked it up. The metal that they use, though, they use some just basic galvanized metal, which is going to, you know, rust out. You need to, you know, at least throw a aluminum on there or something and put something in between it, because concrete eats galvanized too. But that's, you know, there's no major setbacks. There's you know, there's every 20 feet or something like that, you'll have one of those. Just need to touch up some stuff. I don't know exactly what you're looking for. Now we sell, you know, we sell coating systems too. If you wanted the whole thing coated, we have those systems too, which, you know, you basically clean it, you prime it, and then you install a white coating, which you know, makes the UV protectants and everything go way high. But honestly, I don't think you need that at this point. Okay, a couple of the items, like I was telling you about these laps. Once you start seeing places where somebody's put some you know, some caulking or plastic roof cement on these joints, that makes you tend to think, which is, this here's not even stuck. This is actually a caulking, but they didn't prime the metal or anything, and so it's not adhering to it. Once you see that, that means that at one point maybe they had, you know, a leak issue in this area. See, you know, on these things here, I mean, there is a way to take a strip of, you know, this is, you have to clean this, and you put a metal primer, you know, far enough across this, and you seal this whole area with a Siliflex product, which is a liquid applied system, and it has like a cloth fabric membrane. It's the polynylon or something to that effect. And you basically, what you do is you would put down, you'd put down the primer. You'd use a metal etch primer in the whole area, And then you install the first coat, which is a pink base coat. Then you install the fabric, embed that in there, and you just go up and over each one of these channels, and then after the then you put another coat of pink. After the pink is installed, then you put a couple coats of white, and then that, you know, you're good for another, you know, 5-10 years. A couple of items like this, you know, go ahead and seal around those. That's you know, that's the neoprene around the vent, and the you know, over time neoprene just breaks down. On the sidewall here, so you got the same thing. Once you see where there's a bunch of caulking and stuff, that means someone's been trying to stop a problem. You got excess caulk down underneath there, where it looks like they've tried to get up under there. In that situation, what you do is you physically take that wall apart. You know, you take the flashing off, you take this, take the counter flashing off, and then you take the sidewall flashing off, and you see what's going on with that pan. That's what you call the bottom of that, where it turns up. That's the pan of the actual panels. And you see why. And then when you reinstall that, you raise the back leg of that up a little higher to where it actually has kind of a cant, to where it you know, it runs the water off instead of holding it in there. And then you fasten it back on with new screws all the way across there to the pan again. Then reinstall a new counter flashing, which, you know, it's a basic counter flashing. That's just called a K flashing, and you know, it's not an expensive product. Install new K flashing on there, and just you know, then reseal it with a good urethane. Back here in the back, where you have, it's called a internal gutter. You have basically what it is they got a gutter that's built inside of the walls, and these things are notorious for having little leak problems, because as simple as this, what they've done is, it's just pieces of aluminum that is fabricated to bend up and on, over and up and underneath this. But the problem with that is they're only 10 foot long. So every place that you have a joint of that metal panel, you have an issue of, you know, water setting there, and then breaking down the sealant. So that's where that Siliflex product comes in handy too. Because basically what you do is you clean that gutter out thoroughly, degrease it, and you put a liquid applied coating in there that has no joints. It's you know, when you're done with it, it's just like a single piece of roofing membrane when you get done. No major deals. Like I say, I don't know, you know, if there's actually any active leaks. Actually, I noticed a piece of there, what you have here. Yeah, I can't get it up, but that's actually a piece of this enclosure here. These are it's enclosure that goes underneath the panels that set on top of the flashing. And what that does is, you know, keeps the water from going back up in there. Over time, they break down. So, you know, there you might have to take a few of these panels up here. If you're doing the Siliflex process anyway, it might not be a bad idea in this little short section, which obviously they've had a few issues because of the fact of the they've tried to put some kind of stuff on here, which is all cracked up now because it just, you know, probably would have worked. They just didn't use enough of the system. But like I say, that's a short section, so no major deal there. Just you know, back to the upkeep. It's the so all in all, basically, your roof is in pretty good shape. Let me go down here and check the gutter for you real quick. See, this has been changed out here because this pan, it's actually got loose fasteners. See how you get this right here? You get that right there? There's no sealant around that at all right now. And they've tried to caulk right here and stuff like that, but that's not fixing the problem. Let me go down here to the gutter, take a look at the gutter to see how this is going here. Gutter seems to be in decent shape. Needs to be cleaned out, obviously. Need to clean the gutter out, and we do a coating with that too. We have a system to where you can coat the bottom of it. This one here actually appears to be in pretty decent shape though.